Hi, welcome to Gary Keep It Simple. Got a special look-see. What's a look-see? A look-see is when you look and you don't necessarily see, or you see you don't necessarily look. I'll explain to you what I mean. Okay, today, Memorex DB60, Philips FX46. I was doing some tests on these and I found some results and they were absolutely amazing, so I thought I'd bring them to you as not a spoiler, but as a sort of a teaser as to what's coming up on my next video. Memorex is a good brand tape. It's been around for a long time and you can all remember the various adverts for it, but this is one that I thought I'd have a look at and see what the results were. I thought I'd pitch it against the Philips FX. This is one that I've got some new old stock of, and I thought it was, it looks like a good tape and it feels nice. I mean, the cassette actually feels nice to hold, and as an electronics engineer I've always had a love-hate relationship with Philips. My experience has always been they make good stuff, but it tends to be troublesome to repair. So I did my normal trace, and this is it. This is the Audacity trace for the Memorex DB60. Doesn't look particularly any different to any other trace. You can see there that the one channel was a little bit down when the initial tone, but it settled down all right, and then they look symmetrical. Well, or do they? They should look symmetrical, but these things vary. So let's have a look at see what the rest of it's like. Now hang on, the Philips. Let's look at the Philips. There's the Philips there. While superficially it looks very similar, actually, is it? So let's look at both of them together. Did you see the same things that I did? Let's have a look here. There's an obvious difference between the left and the right on this one, but when we look in here, they're the same, so that's good. Then you look at the Philips and you see, well, they're actually, what? Yeah, let's go back and look at that closer. Ignoring the anomaly on the top line, can you see here and here, there's actually, the pattern inside is different. So now we look at this bit here, and this is quite interesting, I think you'll see, because they're totally different. All three, looking at this, you see the top one is parallel, the first one down is tapering one way, the second and third are tapering the other way. That brings us on to these bits. Now these bits are quite important. This is the frequency sweeps. And if you look at these bits in particular, you can see this is where they taper off for the high frequencies. This is your 17K or thereabouts. And they are totally different. However, the Memorex does a funny glitch at the end, whereas the Philips is really just two shapes of the same thing. As I say, the small one just looks a bit like a smaller version of the big one. And finally, at the end here, we have the overload shapes, and you can see again, between the two tapes, they are different. Distinctly different. So in conclusion, I don't know what there's going to actually be on the tapes when we play them back to see what the results are, but it's going to be exciting finding out. It'll be interesting to see. And if you want to find out, you'll have to join me on my next two videos, one for the Memorex and one for the Philips. Catch you later. Bye bye.